well, I'll give him my driver's license. Like, this should be quick. Like, quick, fast, in a hurry. So I go in, take a seat with the officer, and the guy was like, oh, I can't approve you today. And I was like, huh? What do you mean? Like, I've already been a member of the global entry process. Like, this should be like a piece of cake. So I kind of want to give you guys a little bit of information about my experience so far, about getting renewed, the steps that you need to take to do it as well. And also I'm going to put a lot of information in the notes below, a lot of questions, a lot of Q&A of questions that you might have. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the VAUGH Show. Today I will be discussing with you guys on how to renew your global entry. So for the ones of you that have already crossed the threshold and currently have global entry and your 5 years is up, because you can have global entry up to 5 years that you have to renew within 1 year prior to it expiring. This conversation today is for you. So if you haven't seen my thoughts on global entry part 1 in the process, make sure you guys check out the video. I'll place the link to that in the notes below. But this video is specifically about renewing your global entry card. So I'm currently in the process of renewing my global entry card, my global entry membership, my apologies. And I'm just kind of having a little bit of a tough time. So I just kind of want to give you guys the steps first on how to renew your global entry card, your global entry membership, I'm sorry. And so the first thing that you want to do is that you want to log into the Trust Travel Program website, which is the TTP website. So that's initially what I did to went in to renew my global entry, because I'm within my last year time frame and I have to get it done, if I'm not mistaken, within 180 days of it expiring. So within that time frame you have to get it completed. So I logged into the website, the TTP website, and from that point you have to select a membership. The Trusted Travel Program enrollment page will display, and then you pick the membership. So you'll select the global entry. It's $100 to redo it again, of course. So I end up paying the $100 again, and then you have to go through the renewal application button. So there's going to be a new renewal application button. You click on that button, and then you start filling out all your personal information. So it's going to ask you like what's your current address. It's going to ask you history of your work to make sure that's all up to date. Any new information that you need to add to that, you'll add the information there as well, down to your driver's license, to your passport information, and they'll do all that. You'll have to answer all these questions again, just kind of like resubmitting as if you were as if it was your first time doing global entry. So it's kind of like the same thing again, but you just certify that the information is correct. So I had to go in, change some information or whatnot, and once I did that, maybe in about, I would say maybe like a week's time, I became conditionally approved. So then there's an option where it'll tell you like, okay, you're automatically approved, or if you're conditionally approved. Okay, so if you're automatically approved, you'll automatically get a card sent to your current address, your current mailing address, a brand new membership card to your mailing address, and you don't have to do an interview. However, if you get a conditional approval, then you have to go in for an interview at a local global entry site. So at that point, I got conditionally approved. So got conditionally approved. I picked the nearest global entry site to me, and also now they have a Zoom option, so you don't physically have to go in to the location. So I chose to go into the location because all the Zoom options were like booked for like months and months in advance, and I kind of want to get it done. So I ended up originally going to the local office near me, and then before you go in, they're going to ask you to bring in your passport, an ID, and a utility bill, right? So I think it was only you needed was a passport and a utility bill. But when I got there, I'll tell y'all my different story. It was a little different. So once you've done all that, you'll set your time. You'll go in, meet with the immigration officer to do another interview in regards to it. So guys, I'm gonna tell you about my experience. And it was not the best experience, but I ended up having to go into the office because I became conditionally approved. So I went to my local office, conditionally approved. The officer basically came out and was like, hey, I need your driver's license and I need your passport. I need 2 forms of ID. So now the letter that they gave me basically asked for a utility bill and then your passport. So I was like, okay, well, I'll give them my driver's license. Like, this should be quick. like quick, fast, in a hurry. So I go in, take a seat with the officer, and the guy was like, "Oh, I can't approve you today." And I was like, "Huh? What do you mean? Like, I've already been a member of the global entry process. Like, this should be like a piece of cake." So he was like, "You haven't changed your driver's license over to New Jersey, where I currently live." And so I was like, "Okay," I said, "but I don't have a car, I don't drive, so I'm not thinking to do it." He said, "Well, on your paperwork, you said that you live in New Jersey, but you provide me a different state ID, a driver's license." So he made this whole big deal about it, like, "Oh, I don't know if I can trust you." And in my mind, sir, I was like, "Listen, I pay taxes to the current state that I live in. This should not make a difference, right? And I've already been a part of this program for 5 years, so it should not make a difference. You haven't had any problems out of me, so it shouldn't make a difference." But the immigration officer went on and on and on, basically that he just felt like he couldn't trust me. So he did not approve my global entry at that moment. So I had to go back. I had to surrender my driver's license, and then I had to do another appointment. So my point right now, I have not been approved yet, you guys, for another. I have my appointment this week, so I wanted to put this video out now to kind of tell you guys, like, make sure that all of your information is correct. Make sure that you can verify all of your information, and even with the documentation provided as well, because that's going to be very, very, very important. It does not matter if you're a part of the program; they do not care. As if they see any flaw within your application and with the documentation they provide you, they will not approve you for it. Because again, from their perspective, you have to understand, like, they don't know me and I don't really know them, but they have to feel within this moment that they can trust that I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do in regards to the global entry. So once that is completed, so I'm going to go back this week, you guys, to actually update my information. I'm going back this week for my second interview and to get approved for global entry. So once I am approved for global entry, fingers crossed, once I'm approved for global entry, then I will get a new card, and my membership will reset for another 5 years. And also, I'm going to put a lot of information in the notes below, a lot of questions, a lot of Q&A of questions that you might have, comments, concerns, or if you do have questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to reach out to me by email at thevaughnShow@gmail.com, or you can leave a comment below. Please leave a comment, because I kind of want to know what you guys are thinking. And I want to thank everybody for commenting on the global entry video, because I've been getting a lot of questions in regards to that one. So that's why I want to make a follow-up video for you guys to kind of give you the process of renewing your global entry. I keep saying passport, your global entry membership. My apologies. So thank you guys for watching my episode today. Again, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know, and I will definitely keep you guys updated on the process of where I'm at in getting my global entry membership renewed. All right, take care, guys. Peace.